Hey everyone, I wanted to give a little update on economics, financial world, etc. The worst information is still yet to come. It's going to take time for the real interest rate situation to come out, real time to take inflation into consideration. It's going to be another, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks before we get the unemployment numbers. So still be cautious. The whole tariff thing, be cautious. Trump and his cronies are trying to give you all this positive information, but in reality, it's not near as positive as they're saying it is. That's, how it is with Trump. It's almost always some sort of lie or complete distortion of the truth, but people will react positively, but it's typically only short term or again, just not as great as he makes it sound. Uh, the whole China negotiation thing. They had one weekend together, and there was absolutely nothing that was really agreed upon and decided. In fact, still, China to me has the upper hand, and ultimately things are going to just not change a whole lot. Even though Trump will tell you it'll be a fucking world ass, never before done kind of victory. Not true. Okay, there's really only been like one deal with the UK, and we've always been really close and connected with them anyway, so that was an easy one to get. Let's see, also in terms of portfolios and such, I sold a bunch of stuff off when I said I was going to a month ago, and now I've completely rebalanced my portfolio, and now it's doing well. Yes, the markets are doing better, but balanced in that I'm doing pretty good on like the down days in the stock market as well as the up days because I've balanced myself out with some gold, some mining companies, some energy companies, tad bit of bonds, a little bit of Swiss francs. But then at the same time, I still own Netflix, which is a company I've worked with a lot, and I know they're going to be great going forward. And they announced they're going to double their revenue. So things like that. I'm keeping my Apple because I'm a superstar Apple believer, had Apple products forever. But something I'm looking at is opposed to like Elon Musk and Tesla and his stock that just go so wildly up and down. If you're a day or swing kind of trader and you want to take advantage of that volatility, buying and selling, great, go for it. But for the more conservative long-term investor, and of course I'm older, I'm looking at Amazon. I don't own it. I sold it off, but I'm looking to buy it again. I'm looking for a good entry point. Amazon just announced they're opening building a $5 billion data center in Querétaro, Mexico. I can pronounce that name because I went to school down there. I went to college for a couple of summers down there, and I actually spent a weekend in Querétaro. I hitchhiked from Mexico City up there, and it's a sweet, wholesome little town that not a lot of people know. It's I don't know, an hour, 2 hours or something outside of Mexico City. So great place for a data center, low labor costs there. He's happy to work with the Mexican government. He's snubbing off Trump and company and going and doing his own thing. He being Bezos, and that's another reason I'd much rather bet on Bezos than Elon Musk. Bezos is a quiet billionaire, smart, strategic, goes about his way. But also, what I'm suggesting them is because they are going to be launching their internet satellite service. They already have a bunch of satellites up there, and apparently they're going to be launching like 27 more satellites by the end of this year. I think it's called Kuiper, Kuiper. So that's going to compete with Musk's Starlink. And I would much rather invest in a conservatively smart, consistent, great brand. See, there's another thing. Elon has really tarnished his brand. Amazon is not tarnished. They're going to hurt a little bit here in the short run because of the tariffs and such. So I'm looking to get in over the next few months. Let's see how Amazon stock holds up once these tariff related, expense related numbers come out. So there's just a little update, of what I'm thinking about and doing. Have a great day, my friend.